I was just a kid, no older than 10 years old, and we lived in an apartment. I didn't go out much, mostly just to buy stuff. The store was near and I was working with Sheer. I arrived and I was holding the money with one hand. The owner looked young and tanned and he smiled at me like a long-time friend. I bought what I need, but then he gave me free candy. And I acted with greed because I was only a kid, and kids loved candy. After a few times it was the same until that one time when he gave me candy but also a kiss. And I was just a kid, no older than 10. I thought he was being sweet, he looked like a gentleman. But that just didn't feel right for me. So that's when my walk of sheer turned to fear, because once he held me up where the candy was and said pick one. And I refused, I didn't want sweets anymore. But he held me up and said pick whatever you want. It's for free. My heart beat faster, my hands were shaking as I was reaching for a piece. It wasn't sweet, it tasted like dread. And I didn't want to go there anymore. But I had to buy stuff, and I couldn't tell anyone that that monster was feeding me sweets while my slim waist was forcefully held against the strap of his jeans. I was only a kid, no older than 10. I should be playing outside and crying because I felt scrapped my knees, not filled with fear, my knees, while eating gum beers. We moved out and I was finally relieved. I thought I was safe and free. I was just a kid, no older than 10 years old, and I was naive. I grew up and now I'm 18 and I've never seen that man again, but I grew up and I realized that I wasn't the only one, and he wasn't the only one. There was more of me and more of him. Now I've been through this and I know you too. Young girls and grown-up women, even boys and men too, have faced a thing like this. And it's not about clothes, it's not about makeup, it's not about acts. We didn't ask for something like this. It's just about filthy monsters who know no boundaries, placing their hands in places they shouldn't be. They're the monsters and we're the prey. They're reaping our innocence and violating the sanctity of our bodies. And they won't stop. They won't stop until we take a stand. They won't stop until our voices cut through the silence like a lion roar. We're not safe as long as they stay, and we've had enough. We've had enough. This is not my story only. It's the story of other kids no longer than 10. It's the story of others of all ages. It's hundreds, thousands, and millions that are even more extreme. There's no point in keeping quiet anymore. We're only protecting those monsters. So let's be brave. Let's stand strong together. You're not alone in this, so speak out and share your story too.